Well, brethren and companions, hello, and I thought I'd do another one of my rather impromptu little video messages, this time in what I think it's fair to say is one of my very favourite places. I'm on a beach in North Wales, having come down to spend a few days before getting back to work next week after the bank holiday, and it's a rather pleasant evening. It's been a bit of a wet day, but at least it's now dry, and I'm down here on this beach. The tide's well out, and my ever-present little pooch, Buttons, is down with me as I'm taking him for his evening walk. So what's the purpose of this video besides me waffling on a little bit about a beach in North Wales? Well, it's just to touch base with you all and say that I hope you're all looking forward to resuming your active Freemasonry every bit as much as I am. It's been a long time, hasn't it, brethren and companions, since we were last able to meet in our lodges and our chapters and enjoy each other's physical company. But I think we're getting there. Hopefully the June 21st date won't change too much. There may of course still be continued restrictions. We're all too familiar with what's going on at the moment, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. I wanted to share with you that I attended a meeting of the many of the centre leads for our many meeting places across Warwickshire, and what a fantastic meeting it was. The information that we all shared and the work that has been going on to make sure that our places are safe so that we can enjoy our Freemasonry again in as safe a manner as it is possible to do so. They really have been working tirelessly over the last number of months to make sure that they are all ready for you, so at least you can return to your meeting places confident in the knowledge that everything has been done to make them safe. But there will be restrictions, there will be rules that we all must continue to follow, and I have no doubt we all will do so, because we want to enjoy Freemasonry, but we want to enjoy it in a safe manner. So please be reassured, and when you do get an opportunity, remember just to thank them. All the brethren involved, they're passionate about their meeting places, and that came across at the meeting that we held, and I'm very grateful to them all for their commitment and dedication on your behalf. I think you'll see some changes. I think they'll all be for the better, but look forward to it, and I'm sure you'll be able to enjoy your Freemasonry in your respective meeting places once more. One or two units have already started to meet. Lodges and chapters have held some meetings, limited numbers of course, as must remain the case for a little while. Got my very first meeting on the very evening of the 21st of June when I'm attending the chapter for the Provincial Grand Stewards for their installation, and we've all got our fingers crossed that that will be able to take place, and that will be shortly followed by a limited meeting of Warwickshire Installed Masters Lodge the following week. And interestingly, a couple of days after that, there is a quarterly communication at Grand Lodge, Great Queen Street, which I will be attending along with the other provincial rulers, or most of them I think will be able to come along. So it is going to be a gentle return, and I think that's right. And of course we must remember there will be brethren and companions who might still feel perhaps uncomfortable about returning, and that's fine. Nobody should feel coerced or forced or pressured to resume until they're confident and feel it's the right thing for them to do. And I know brethren across the province will be supportive of all of our members who perhaps feel that way. But I hope to reassure you that everything has been done to make it safe. And hopefully when you do feel confident to return to your Freemasonry, you'll be able to do so in that full knowledge that it's a safe place to be. You'll have probably read that both our Provincial Grand Lodge meeting and the Provincial Grand Chapter meeting, the annual convocation, have had to be postponed. We are scheduling them in September for the Provincial Grand Lodge meeting and October for the Provincial Grand Chapter, but they will probably at this stage anyway be planned as fairly limited attendance. Hopefully we'll be able to invite all of the acting officers and perhaps those that are being promoted this year, but I suspect that might well be the limit, and therefore they will have to be fairly constrained. I don't plan this year to invite any guests from other provinces, and that's quite common across our neighbouring provinces. Very few are inviting guests this year, feeling that we should concentrate on our own province just for this year. A little bit different, but I'm sure you'll agree that's the right thing to do. Buttons is looking very alert. I've no idea why, there's hardly anybody on this beach just at the moment, but he's certainly just caught somebody's attention. Oh. It's a beautiful spot down here and a lovely evening. A little bit of Royal Arch news, companions. You hopefully will have seen the notice that I have for the first time appointed an assistant to the Provincial Grand Principals. That new role will be crucial, I think, in promoting and developing the Royal Arch across Warwickshire. And the very first occupant of that new role is excellent companion David Graham. So just as he thought he was stepping down out of the role of Provincial Grand Scribe E, which he has fulfilled in a magnificent way, to take on a bit of retirement and a bit of relaxation, I've given him another job, which of course, typical of David, he absolutely leapt at the opportunity, and I'm very much looking forward to working with him. A lot of work has been going on, brethren, behind the scenes. The Provincial Executive have continued toiling away. The membership team, led by Howard, has been particularly busy, and the number of initiations we have planned across the province is significant. We've also had a lot of work going on with the membership pathway, and at Grand Lodge level I should also mention there is a significant marketing initiative going to be starting in September, and I think we'll be able to take advantage of that. We're certainly going to join it as a province. It's optional, but I think it's something we should do, and hopefully that will lead to a number of new members coming into our province. A bit closer to home, July the 5th is the NHS and Key Workers Day, which we'll be supporting via our various centres where appropriate. Banners and flags will be flown in support of that, and there will be opportunities to make donations. So again, keep your eye open. We'll certainly promote it through In Touch and other means of communications that we have. So a lot going on, and things to talk about, things to get excited about, and to really remind ourselves what a wonderful hobby we're all part of. "2023 has continued to be supported across the province. It has been difficult, of course, and we've been really challenged by the last 12 months, but the donations have continued to come in, not at the levels that perhaps they would normally have been expected to be, but they have still continued to come in, and we are over 65% of the way now towards our aspirations, the 2.25 million that we're hoping to achieve, and I thank everybody who has been able to continue to donate, particularly through the direct debit scheme, because that is without doubt the most efficient way of donating. Brethren, it's such an important charity, and the work that the MCF have been doing over the last 12-18 months since the pandemic hit has been absolutely inspiring, and something we should all be very proud of as Freemasons. Hopefully we'll be carrying out the installation of the new Master of Warwickshire Installed Masters in September, and I got my little blue book out today just to refresh myself on the installation ceremony, because I'll be doing the installation, all being well, and most of it's still in there, but it might just need a little bit of polishing up before that September date, but I'm giving myself plenty of time to refresh and to remember and to relearn some of the ritual, but it does come back once you've learnt it. Once it's gone into the brain, it does come back pretty quickly. So get those little blue books out, get the red books out, and start learning that ritual again. We've got lots of catching up to do with some long service certificates, 50 and 60 year certificates. I signed a whole raft of certificates. I think there were over 30 just the other day for brethren who have served Freemasonry in Warwickshire for 50 or 60 years. And what an incredible achievement that is. So a lot to do, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to be busy, but I'm sure nobody's going to complain after such a long period when we haven't been able to do anything. Thank you as always for watching, completely unscripted as these things often are with me, but it's been great chatting to you. I look forward to your company very soon, so stay safe and well. Thank you, companions and brethren.